Hi guys. So recently I've been seeing a lot of people complaining that they have been scammed by people on eBay through the use of PayPal and so on and so forth. And it got a little bit concerning for me because I realized that the usual stories seem to follow this path. Buyer would purchase a watch, a buyer would purchase your watch and you would ship them the watch. Upon receiving the shipment, the usual story was the watch was not in the box or the box was empty and so on and so forth. So I just thought I would like to do a very short video just to show you guys how you can protect yourselves. Well, for this one, I'm gonna do when you're receiving a watch, and in the near future, when I'm sending a watch out, I will show you how I actually take a video to protect myself when I send a watch out as well. So as you can see, I received a fairly large package here today. I purchased a watch online yesterday, and I'm a little bit lucky now because the person that I bought this watch from is a reputable seller. He has his own website. He's run his business for quite some time now. He has had a number of successful transactions on a forum that I use to buy watches. And for a secondhand collector, someone like you and me, um, you're gonna see that sometimes it's better to purchase certain pieces secondhand rather than brand new, especially if you want to save some money and that money can go towards other things that you want to do, whether it be buying a different watch or so on and so forth. But for my purposes, um, the reason why I buy secondhand is solely because I don't want to lose money when I sell them on. Don't really have a lot of money to actually spend on luxury watches, and I really want to make sure that if I'm gonna buy something, it's got to be one from a reputable seller and so on and so forth. Maybe we'll go on a little bit about this topic. And what I would say is that when you're looking to buy a secondhand watch, you should, the old adage is you buy the seller, and just ensure that you make sure that this person, if you're buying on eBay, make sure that he has quite a number of recent transactions. He can be a verified seller, but you can buy a verified eBay account nowadays for quite cheap. Just make sure that he's someone who's maybe active on some of the Rolex forums or some of the other forums like Golden Key or whatever it is. And you know just make sure that the person that you're buying from, you're not gonna get some, well, I wouldn't say scammed, but you won't get some shifty person that is gonna try and separate you from your hard-earned money or your watch. um Speaking about that, there were a couple of recent cases where, from what I've seen, one was a guy, he had an Omega, and he wanted to trade for an IWC or vice versa. And he sent his watch to a guy in Russia, and that guy said that he never received the watch, and he sent the guy a very, very cheap watch instead. And that was sad because, if you're saving up quite a bit of money to buy these kind of watches, I think he lost like around $1,000. And another guy recently, I think he sold a watch that was like $3,000 or $4,000. I can't remember the brand right now, but he sent it to the buyer overseas, and upon receiving it, the guy said the watch was in the box. Generally, when I'm sending out a watch, I'll do a different video another day when I'm sending out a watch, because I like to do my videos when I'm directly at FedEx, so I'm directly at basically the postal outlet that I'm going to use to send the watch out. But for receiving, it's a bit easier. There are two things that I like to do. One is I will do a video today, right now, just here, solely because I bought the seller. The guy is reputable. He's done many deals before. There are other people who vouch for him. So there are many factors why I will not need to send this watch for authentication after I bought it. Some may disagree, but I've been doing this for a very long time, and I make sure that when I buy something, no one's gonna take my money from me. So I'll just get into the crux of it. I have bought a watch today. It is a Rolex. I bought the Rolex Oyster Perpetual 39 in black. So the one really nice thing about the watch that I like is that one is 39 millimeters. Um, in the future, let me know if you guys want me to do a size comparison because I do have a few pieces that are 39, 40, and I also have a 42. So that could be interesting video that we can possibly do for the future. So anyway, as you can see, this person has wrapped the watch very well. This is kind of what you expect of someone who has sent these kind of watches before. I once received a watch that was literally just bubble wrap and the watch was on it, and then there was like one layer of bubble wrap around it, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. Other than that, it's all sealed, so we're just gonna try and get all of this tape off before we remove it, and we'll work our way around, and hopefully we get there soon. So while I'm doing this, just to speak a little bit further about buying a repeatable buyer. If you're buying from a store, if you're buying from a gray dealer or something, or you're buying off Instagram or something like that, because I do know quite a few dealers are selling on Instagram nowadays. Just make sure that one, it's recommended that you buy from someone who actually has a reputable business. However, you are buying in a second-hand market. Generally, people who can afford these kind of watches, they're not going to seem dodgy, and you'd be surprised at the people that you meet. So, just bear in mind that when you are looking for someone, just make sure that they've done these kind of trades before, and just make sure you protect yourself. That's a lot of bubble wrap. I might just save this to use it in the future when I send something out. Alright, finally got the crux of it. Alright, as you can see here, I'll just bring this a little bit closer. The bracelet was removed. So the reason why this was done was I think the previous owner had this watch on a strap. And he didn't want to wear the bracelet clearly, so the bracelet is removed in this case. Now, something interesting, I can show you a little something about this. Rolex bracelets, right, do come with some numbers on the inside. I'm not sure if y'all can see it, but I'll bring it as close as I can and I'll try and angle it to the light. And unfortunately, you may not be able to see anything, but I will let you know that inside this bracelet clasp, there are some numbers. So what I'll do is I'll actually just read them out for you because they are fairly standard and they are on both sides of the clasp. Just in case you can see it and I can't see it on my phone, there are numbers on the inside of the bracelet clasp. And what you can see inside there from left to right, there are some letters on the left, there are numbers in the center, just in the center, like right here. And there is a Rolex insignia on the extreme right. So depending on how you look at it, well, if it's facing you, well, with this thing facing you, it'll be some letters on the left, some numbers in the center, and a Rolex insignia right at the end here. And both sides of the clasp should have the same thing as well. For this particular bracelet, it's a 70400 bracelet. So I think there's a new bracelet. I'm not very sure. I will go and do a little bit of research and I'll get back to you guys on this. And it says 8RF 70400, and there's a Rolex insignia on the right. This is an authentic bracelet. So one of the ways you can know this is by looking at the numbers here. Make sure that the finishing on the numbers are very, very important, and the finishing on the Rolex insignia is really important as well. The numbers will look very carefully laser etched onto the watch. It shouldn't be blur, or they shouldn't be on different levels. They're all going to be in a uniform line across the center of the bracelet clasp, and sorry, I think it's called clasp. Right in the center, and you will actually see those three things there. General condition of the bracelet, I'm quite surprised. For a watch that's fairly young, the bracelet condition is a little bit old. The person who wore this clearly wore this a bit loose. You can see a lot of movement scratches, basically burnish marks, very, very small burnish marks. And these burnish marks are usually from, you see the clasp here just kind of moves across the watch like this. So the person who wore this watch probably wore it a little bit loose, and that's fine. I'm not really gonna knock him on that. It is a second-hand watch. Also, just to verify authenticity, there will be some marks on the bracelet as well. One is the Rolex insignia and logo with Rolex in the center, and it says Geneva, and it also says steel. Swiss made. On the other one, it says steel inox. So as you can see, steel inox, and then there's an insignia there, and then there are some other letters at the top. I don't know whether you guys can see. It says A and E. Yep. But other than that, pretty happy with the condition of this bracelet, and you know, having seen these bracelets before, this is an authentic bracelet, so I'll keep this to the side. And then second thing, we have a Rolex box. Wow, it's in pretty bad shape. Usually not used to seeing these kind of dents here. Probably from when the original owner sold it to my friend who sold his watch to me. So you will see some dents and stuff on the box. It's a bit dirty as well, but generally I don't care. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Inside the box you will have, you know, this jade green. I love this green, the Rolex green with the Rolex waves on the box. It is a textured pattern. If I show it to you from this angle, you will see that it's textured, and that's generally how Rolex boxes should be. It also comes with the crown insignia, and yes, this box does open, and it also comes with a Rolex insignia and the gold crown. It is also in green. So I'm just going to take this out, and I'm going to keep this away, and we're going to look at the watch. So the way the seller shipped me the watch was he didn't want to just give me the head, so he actually put it in a NATO strap and sent it to me, and I'm very happy with that. So this is the watch, and wow, that's actually quite an interesting NATO strap. He chucked it in for me for free, so I'm not really gonna complain. But the watch itself looks like it's in fantastic condition. There are no dents or dings or scratches. So one of the ways to authenticate a Rolex watch, right? You know, you're gonna look at the general condition of the watch and make sure that the finishing of the watch is done really well. Another thing that you can do is you can look at the serial number, and that's actually what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take a look at the serial number. I'm not gonna tell it to you guys, obviously, but I will let you know if it's authentic. I'll be very surprised if it's fake. That's a very interesting serial number. I do like that quite a bit. Oh, it comes with the white tags. So generally when you see these kind of things given by the person who's selling the watch, generally it's going to be a watch that was purchased directly from Rolex. It's not something that's going to have been bought from a grey dealer or the second-hand market. I'm just going to cover the, let me just double check. Yeah, serial number is correct. I'm just going to cover the serial number and show you what the white tag will look like. So the white tag actually comes with a barcode. And above the barcode, it will have the reference number of your watch, as well as after the dash, there are some numbers. And what this actually refers to is a dial color of the watch. So something very interesting about this. This is a M114300 Oyster Perpetual 39 millimeters. And if I'm not wrong, from what I can remember, 003 is gray. So the dial is gray. And if I'm right, it goes on the scale from darkest to lightest, or sorry, lightest to darkest. So 001 would be the white dial that everyone seems to be in love with. 003 is gray. If I'm not wrong, maybe 004 is purple, and 005 is black. So, and on the other side, you will actually see also the Rolex green words as well as the gold crown insignia. So this is going to be a very good indicator as to whether the watch is real. You may not find it as important as I do, but generally with this white tag, I'm usually pretty happy to take a watch. Having the box and papers is one thing, but this is I'm always happy for a little extra. At Rolex, the original owner has removed one link, gave it in a little Rolex envelope bag. There's one link inside there. So that's pretty cool. I've not seen one of these little Rolex envelopes before. That's nice. And another toolings removed after the original owner got home, I guess. Maybe it was a bit loose. He did wear it pretty loose, so I'm not really complaining. So Rolex also gives a couple of service manuals, as well as a warranty card holder and something else. I'll show it to you in a second. So there are two booklets that Rolex gives. One is the guarantee manual, it's a worldwide service manual, and one is the Oyster Perpetual date. So basically, this manual, right, can be used for the Oyster Perpetual and the Oyster Perpetual date. Basically, similar movements. And these booklets are the only things that come different. This manual will be given for every Rolex watch that is sold. You'll probably get one if you buy a Submariner or a GMT or whatever it is. I have the same manuals for my Submariners and my GMTs. And yep, and a type specific book. So there's the Oyster Perpetual, and this can also be used for Oyster Perpetual date. So basically, if you buy a Datejust, if you buy Oyster Perpetual, if you buy a 31mm or a 29mm, or if you buy a 36mm, you're pretty much gonna get the same book. So not really the biggest deal in the world. So this is the warranty card holder. I'm not gonna flip it the other side yet. Oh, I just might actually. Yeah, I will flip it the other side in a second. I just need to cover. Like, it's very interesting. I've not seen this before. They've actually got a white sticker that they pasted over the top here, and it also contains the serial number. So that's something that's actually, that's something that I'm very happy about. If I'm just gonna let you guys take a quick peek. Oh shit. Oh no. I don't know. If y'all see, it says serial number. It says serial, and right there beside those words is a serial number. And obviously at the bottom is the reference number of the watch, which is 114300. And I don't know how I'm sorry, I'm new to this, so yeah, just give me a go. So anyway, it says 114300 005, basically referencing the watch as well as the dial color. So I know that it's the authentic dial to the watch. For someone who's buying a watch for the first time, especially if you're buying a vintage watch, something like 1960s, not 1960s, 1980s, 1990s Datejust, one of the old ones, five series reference number 16233, 16234, something similar to that. It's quite common, especially if you're buying from the States, to have the dials swapped out. Some people prefer different colors and stuff. And the reason why that's not really encouraged is because the dial kind of follows the watch. If you bring that watch to a Rolex dealer, and they find out, or they have a way to find out what the dial is originally supposed to be, they will make you pay to change it back. So that's something to consider as well. Other than that, yeah, I'm really happy. So I've checked the serial number, and I'm gonna reference the serial number again. Sorry I kept quiet there because I really want to focus when I do this. They're very, very small. And I also found a green card from Rolex. So this watch was sold in Australia. So as you can see, it's a very specific this is a very specific card for Australian consumer laws. And yep. Okay. Okay, so basically, if this is damaged in some way, I can get a refund or a replacement. So, okay, cool. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I'll put it back where I found it. Generally, you'll find this guarantee manual. It's actually slotted in over here like this. And usually you'll have the other booklet, just lying around somewhere. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. So anyway, coming to the crux of the video, the reason why I've showed you and I show you what I look for when I buy these kind of watches, the second thing that you need to do is you actually need to take a video. Every time you open up a package like this, if you buy a watch, doesn't matter whether you're buying a $500 Hamilton, or if you're buying a $2,000 Oris, or if you're buying a $3,000 Breitling or $5,000 Omega, you should always make sure to take a video of what you receive. And I'm actually gonna clean this up really good. So I'm not going to show you guys the serial number, but if you look on the inside of the Rolex watch, you'll see that there is a rehout. And the rehout is basically an engraving around the edge of the dial on the on the stainless steel. And what this shows you is it shows you Rolex, Rolex, Rolex. At the bottom, the serial number is written there. If you're buying a Rolex watch, the serial number is written at the 6 o'clock. So if you look this way and you look down here this way, you will see the serial numbers there. Yeah, so if you're going to buy a watch on eBay or whatever platform you're using, just make sure that when you receive the watch, do a video like I've done right now. You know, take a look at everything. Make sure that you check that all the serial numbers match up. You have all of these little tags and everything. And just ensure that, you have your bracelet, your links, your small white tag, your Rolex green tag, your 2 booklets, and you have your 2 booklets, and you have your warranty card holder with the warranty card inside it, with the serial number that matches your watch. If any of these things are missing, you have a right to question this. And if the watch is not authentic for whatever reason, if any of the things that I have pointed out to you, it's not there, you have a right to question the seller and ask him, hey, what's going on? Is this a fake watch? I want to bring it for authentication and so on. So if you want to do that, obviously, do a video. It doesn't have to be a very long video like the one I'll show you today. You can take the watch and basically bring it to a jeweler, somewhere that does Rolex authentications in your city or country. And all you have to do is just tell the guy, I would like to pay for authentication. I want to take a video of the watch. It comes with the full box and papers and so on. Or if it doesn't come with box and papers, you can just say, I want authentication done on this watch. It doesn't have box and papers. You shouldn't really do too much. Shouldn't be too much dramas. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, first video that I'm releasing, fairly short video, but something that if you're buying a watch, and if you're gonna buy a secondhand watch, this is something that you need to know to do, especially if you're buying from online. If you're buying first hand, you can walk in to a jeweler and just say, hey, I want to authenticate this watch, and this guy is here. Never buy a watch if you're doubtful about the provenance, or you're doubtful about whether it's authentic. Just make sure that you protect yourself, and you'll get something really nice like this. Very reasonably priced, 7,500 Australian dollars. In Singapore, it's about 7,700 or something like that. So, yeah, great watch for the money. If you guys want, I'll do a little review after having this on for a few days. And the next time I send out a watch, I'll do a video for you guys as well about how I pack a watch, as well as what video I take when I'm out there and about to send the watch off. So I take 2 videos, one packing the watch, or getting the watch ready for transport, and I do a video at the post office or at FedEx. I generally only post by FedEx. If you buy a watch from me, I'm gonna send it by FedEx, and FedEx only because I don't trust anyone else. But yeah, protect yourself, whether you're the buyer or the seller, and always make sure that you're protected. Thanks, guys. And yeah, I hope you like this video. And if you want to see more videos, different things, how do you pack a watch for shipment, whatever else you want to see, or whatever else you want to hear about, just give me a shout and let me know in the comments, and I'll get on it if I see something that's really good, something that I would really like to show you guys. All right, thanks. Bye.